Now it's like, oh, you're reading Shakespeare. It makes you seem like really smart because like you're deciphering the language. Even though when he wrote it for like commoners.
Also, like, even though there's still Shakespeare and people still read it and put it on his plays, it's not as much of the thing as it was back in the whatever hundreds. Shakespeare, 1500, Shakespeare lived in, and also, like you said, that people think you sound smart, and you have to read it for schools, and not many kids are so excited about reading Shakespeare because it's not as appealing to them as it was to the people of Shakespeare's day.
He's become like intellectual property. Like, you have to read him in school, and you don't see actual copies of his plays around in other places a lot. Yeah. It's like something that you read. People are treating Shakespeare like somebody who wrote a textbook, not as somebody who wrote movies for entertainment and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think back then, going to a Shakespeare play was like going to a movie, like you're hanging out with your friends. It's really a fun thing, but now, sort of like what all of you guys have said, like, it's good and it's interesting, but it's not something that we enjoy because we're modernizing and we have new things in our lives, and so we'd rather watch and read things that are more modern instead of things that Shakespeare wrote.
Well, to me, Shakespeare is equivalent to Steven Spielberg in a lot of ways because they have new ideas to entertain people with. And I don't believe that Shakespeare has completely died away yet, because in some modern reproductions, such as in page 3, this paragraph 2 in the report, it says, Harris opens the movie by lifting John of Gaunt's speech from Richard II, ending with this Los Angeles rather than this England. So they're modern reproductions of Shakespeare's play, and they kind of incarnate his influence over our lives.
Like, his stories are found in many other movies that many of us know, but maybe not know that he's related to Shakespeare. Like, Lion King is just a recreation of Hamlet, and she's West Side Story, Romeo and Juliet, and She's the Man is Twelfth Night, and like, we like those movies, but we don't know that it's actually Shakespeare who originally came up with the idea.
The thing is, the ideas that both the original plays and the modern reproductions are trying to get across, they're not new ideas in either age. They're what people feel all the time. It's about love and hate and revenge and stuff like that. And it's probably a little more adventurous than most people's lives because that's what people want. It gives people basically what they already have and a little bit of what they want. And what they want is the entertaining part. But what they already have is what draws them in. If you can't relate to a story, you will not like it. So back to the other inner circle, they were discussing Harry Potter. I think a lot of teenagers like it because, not just because of the magic, that's the fun part, but it's because it's about teenagers. They play sports, they have crushes, they start dating people. They have stuff problems like us. Plus, and they have a lot of adventures, which is what everybody wants to have.